All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's do this. All right, so let's pull up what I'm actually watching right now. Let me see. I am watching. Whoa. There we go. A little bit better. Mic check. Test, test. Can everybody hear me? I think sound should be working since I heard an echo. What's up, guys? All right. It is the first day of the competition. I'm excited about it. So today the competition starts. It should be fun. Oh, sorry guys. I just realized I have this blocking my gap here. But yeah, it's the first day of the competition. It should really be fun. We got JMEI gapping up. We got BIOC. We got Ego or Ego, however you want to translate that. We have PLAN, which I'll be watching. We got a decent amount of high cap stocks really today. So we have PLAN, we have AMD, we have FCAU, which is Fiat Chrysler. We have Momo gapping up. We have ATVI, which is Activision for all my video game enthusiasts here. We got AXSM gapping up some. We got SQ gapping up. We got Roku gapping down some, but it's still moving. And so we have some options today for sure. What is everybody else watching? Shout out to Two Way for dropping his news. Shout out to Two Way. The champ is here, Two Way, dropping news on us, you know. Yes, sir. All right, so appreciate that, Two Way. So we can go over some news in just a second. I'm going to go grab my coffee, and then we can go over some news. It should be fun. But yeah, the competition has started today, and yeah, like I said, it should be really fun, guys. It should be really fun. I got my competition account all set up here. I got my competition account all set up, and I'm ready. See if I can win myself, you know, another funded account here. Yeah, it should be fun, man. It should be, honestly, I'm more excited. I'm probably more excited that I get to trade with like a huge account and not be so scared about sizing. I think it's actually a really good time to have this competition for me specifically because if you've been following along with us, you know I've been having a little bit of trouble scaling up and sizing. You know, I got my account up to actually be profitable. I'm actually in the green in my account. I checked it this morning. I'm up like $120 in my regular live account, my real account. And so I'm up in my account. But like you probably saw last week and the week before, I'm having a little bit of trouble maintaining that larger sizing. I'm just not used to it. And with a real account that I've spent so much money on, it's kind of nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? And so it's like, this should be fun. Trading with a huge demo account like this should be really fun. And, you know, there's still going to be some pressure. You know, you want to win the competition. And so it should be fun, guys. It should be fun. Hey, you as well, Scott. Yeah, man, let's do it. It should be fun, man. First day of the competition here. It should be fun. All right, I'm going to go grab my coffee. We'll look up some news. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back, guys. All right, so yeah, we got BIOC. I'll look up the news in just a minute. Let's do it. Hey, bud. No. You can't be down here. Uh-oh, you signed up for TradeNet, AZ. What's up, guys? Sorry. Okay, so let's look up some news. We got the TradeNet competition starting today. Just to read some news on the market, the morning squawk, Wall Street seeks to right the ship following the long holiday weekend. So hope everyone had a good Memorial Day. Shout out to all of our veterans for Memorial Day. The Dow logged 5 straight weeks of declines, its longest weekly losing streak in 8 years. S&P 500 and Nasdaq chalked up 3 straight down weeks as well. And so the market's been down a little bit the last few weeks here. For the first stock we're looking at, we have JMEI. Let me test here. So yeah, you should be able to hear me. So yeah, we have JMEI gapping up from 230s to 258 here. And JMEI has authorized a share repurchase plan under which the company can repurchase up to 100 million of its shares over the next 12 months. Float of 66 million. So relatively small float. It's not a tiny float or anything, but it's pretty small for JMEI, and it has a share repurchase plan of 100 million. So we'll see which way this one heads for JMEI. Next one we can look at is VLRX, and this one is a previous runner. I've seen this one a lot. I've traded this one a lot. And the American Diabetes Association included a, quote, disposable patch-like device, such as the Vigo from VLRX, and the ADA Standards of Medical Care and Diabetes for 2019. I'm guessing that's a medical journal. Very small float of 3.27 million for VLRX. 3.27 million, so tiny float here. We also have ARMP. ARMP gapping up from 315 to 395. Armada Pharmaceuticals announced a publication of successful adjunctive phage treatment in cystic fibrosis patient with a float of 83 million. So smaller float, not super small or anything. But yeah, a positive, successful publication for treatment for a specific patient for ARMP. We'll see what happens with that one as well. We also have XRF gapping up from 30 cents to 50 cents. This is China Rapid Finance announced its business operations and board of directors changes for XRF. So they're changing their board of directors and their business op for XRF. We'll see where that one goes. We also have TRXC Two-way dropping us with a lot of news this morning. TRXC. This one originally gapped all the way up to 145. It's back down to 133. So it looks like a larger float stock, I'm assuming, for TRXC. Transact announced Japanese regulatory approval of the Senhance surgical system, a float of almost 200 million. So yeah, a little bit larger float for TRXC. We'll see where that one goes. BIOC, you can look at this top chart here for BIOC. Looks decent. Nice gap up here from 120s to 150s for BIOC because they were awarded a patent in China for its circulating tumor cell platform, expanding intellectual property estate to 33 issued patents globally. Float of 20 million, so small float for that one as well. Let's see, we have SPCB, gapping up some as well from 118 to 120s. Supercom wins new project in California based at up to 3.7 million float. Interesting. So they won a new project. And then the last but not least, INPX gapped all the way up to 105. Now it's back down to 83 cents. They are going to acquire rights to the GPS tech portfolio, integrating outdoor GPS with its indoor positioning system. Float of 6.8 million. And so, yeah, guys, we'll see what happens with some of these. Today is the first day of the competition. Appreciate the news, Two-Way. Shout out to Two-Way for that news drop. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Let's give everybody a shout out today. What's up, Two-Way, Scott, Shirley? Hey, I like to see you calculating risk reward, Shirley. Congrats, really nice, good job. We got Expatriated Antiquity. What's up, brother? Long time no see, man. That's a super OG of this stream. What's up, B Hedge? Happy Tuesday, brother. Happy Tuesday, man. Sonnet, what's up, man? I don't know about AMD for a investment. I just day trade it. Shreep, what's up, brother? What's up, Joel? Crypto, what's up, man? Let's see. John Ennis, what's up, brother? AZ, signed up for TradeNet, huh? What's up, Bill? All right, guys. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm over here on the TradeNet chat as well. I'm chatting with people. Messing around with people as well. All right. Let's see. Let's do this, guys. So, I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited. It's to be really fun. Ugh, I can't talk right now. Should be really fun, man. Hey, appreciate that spin. Hey, brother, I'm sure I did, man. I appreciate that spin. Thanks, brother. Appreciate the support, man. That's how we keep this stream free, you know? And so, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you thinking of me, man. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I think people hate on TradeNet. And I get it, you know. But where else in the trading world can you get so much buying power you actually can short on TradeNet? You know, and it's ridiculously cheap. And I think it's great for new traders because I think most new traders are going to lose anyway. And if you go through TradeNet, you're not risking much. It's super cheap. And so people hate on it. Most of the time they have other intentions with other brokers and stuff. But I'm excited for the competition. Yeah, Mitch is in it too. So we'll both be doing it, man. So Mitch is in the competition too. Should be fun. Yeah, Mitch is in it. I'm trying to get in touch with Mitch. We should get Mitch back here. What is the typical amount of money I put into a trade? I don't know. It just depends. I would say, I know it probably sounds ridiculous, but let me see. I typically buy right around 400 to 500 shares. Most of the stocks I'm trading, I'm guessing, are right around $15 or so. And so if I calculate that, let me see. 500 shares times 15. Probably around 7,500 or so. 7 to 10,000 is probably what I buy. Sometimes it's more though. If I buy, I traded Roku and SQ a lot the last few weeks. So I'm sure that's up there with let's see. Roku is, or SQ is a $65 stock. So if I buy, say 300 shares of a $65 stock, anywhere between 7 and 20,000, most likely. I need a third monitor. Too crowded. Yeah, man. I mean, one thing. I'm going on vacation this at the end of June. I'm going on vacation to Michigan to see my wife's family, and honestly, I was at Best Buy yesterday, and I'm so spoiled when it comes to monitors since I have three ridiculously huge monitors. I have two 27-inch and then I have one ultra wide 34-inch. And so it literally, I have to turn my entire head just to be able to look at all three monitors. I have to completely turn my head just to be able to look at everything. And yesterday I was actually at Best Buy trying to buy a monitor that I can take on a plane and bring with me because I'm going to be streaming when I'm on vacation. And so I was looking to buy, the hard part is finding a monitor that I can bring with me on the plane. You know what I mean? And so we'll see. We'll see what we get. But yeah, the competition started today, guys. I'm pumped about it, man. Oh, Mitch. Hold on. I gotta call Mitch. Mitch is having trouble. He said he didn't get the login info. Yeah, man. It's fun. Hey, appreciate the sub, Jonathan. Yeah, let me. Mitch is having trouble with his competition login stuff. Here. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I think I might have been talking to myself just now. All right, guys, let's do this. You can hear me now? Yeah, I've been talking to myself over here. I've been sitting over here talking to myself, guys. Been muted. Whoa, what is going on with Mitch's screen over here? Yo, check. Mitch, you there, bro? Check.
My platform. So
Oh,
give me
you
a
got
second.
it? You got it all set up?
Yeah, I got the login and stuff. I just gotta set it up.
I'm telling you, man, I got connections, bro. You know, I got connections, man. All right, so we got Mitch in the competition. That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm not going this weekend. I'm going at the end of June. I'm going at the end of June, and so it'll be fun. My wife's family is my wife's mother's side is from Michigan, and like I have family in Canada. Like my stepfather is from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada, and so yeah, so I got some family up north, but it's too cold up there for me, man. I'm from Louisiana. I don't do well with that cold, man. All right, guys, let's do this. All right, guys, we got about 6 minutes left. 6 minutes. I got to make sure I'm not muted anymore. We got 6 minutes left, guys. John, more about the competition. So unfortunately, unfortunately, Ebro, the competition sign up is done. And so the basics of the competition, though, like I think it's only going on for 2 weeks. But the basics of the competition. Hold on, let me get this set up, and then we can talk about it. The basics of the competition are that there's different teams. Anybody that signed up through my link is on my team on the competition, and the top 10 people in the competition, the 10 traders who do the best. First of all, they give you a 240,000 demo account, and the top 10 traders that do the best all win funded accounts through TradeNet, and it was completely free to enter and to sign up to. And it starts today and it ends in 2 weeks. So in 10 trading days, it's over. So in Tuesday, 2 weeks from now. And so, it'll be fun. And like I said, there's no max loss, daily limits or anything like that. It's just the traders that do the best win. And so today's the first day. There's no ETC, Brian. There's no ETC. Oh, there's no OTC. Sorry. There's no OTC. There's also, you can only withdraw your funds once per month. You can only withdraw once per month. and it generally takes about a week. But yeah, there's no OTC stocks. There's not that many penny stocks, even if they're on the regular NASDAQ exchange or anything like that. There's not that many penny stocks in general. It's mostly larger float, or not larger float, but higher capped, larger, more expensive stocks. Most of the time, stocks over $10 or $15 work well. IBYG, are you Kenny? Sorry, man, I can't tell. I want to say you are, but I can't tell. If you're not, my bad. It's just the wrong person. I might be wrong. It might be a different... I talked to a friend of mine over the weekend, and he has a crypto channel as well, and I can't tell if you're him. Oh, what's up, man? What's up, Kenny? There he is. All right. All right, cool. Everybody go check out Kenny's channel. You want to learn about crypto? Really honest dude. Really tells you like it is. Go check out Kenny's channel. Here, I'll post your link, brother. I got you. I'm going to post this link if y'all want to learn about crypto. Free channel. You know, you can go learn about it, watch some of his videos. I'll consider it a favor if you hit the subscribe button on this man's channel. There's the link in the chat. Go check it out. And we'll talk about it a little bit later. The market is opening up in 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes until the open, so let's get ready. We should have Mitch here. Killing it, man. Nice, brother. Nice, man. I thought that was you. You know, I couldn't tell, but I thought that was you. I went over on your channel, and all you have is like an animated emoji kind of guy, so I couldn't tell if that was you or not. But yeah, let's see what we get today, guys. NIO gapping up. We should have Mitch here too. Mitch should be here too. Let's see. So market opens up in hour and 20 minutes, or a minute and 20 minutes, guys. We got a little bit less than 2 minutes before the bell. Yo, Mitch, you all there, brother? Let's see what's tradable on this platform. I doubt more than what's usually is tradable is on here. Yeah, it's just like the normal one. All right, guys, we got less than a minute. Main watch is AMD today. We're watching AMD Momo, M-O-M-O. Looks good. SQ. Roku. Looks good. What else we get? ATVI. Alright, guys. Yo, Mitch, man, if you're muted, I can't hear you, brother. Where you at, man? All right, guys, here's the bell. We got 15 seconds. All right, so you got set up, man?
Yep, I'm set up.
I'm telling you, man, I got those connections, bro.
Yeah, I hadn't hit up my advisor, but seems like she was being lazy this morning.
All right, guys, there's the bell. Let's see what we get today. Like I said, I'm watching AMD today. What else we get? Should be fun. So what kind of share size do you think I should take here, guys? I'm thinking about like at least 1,000 shares to start it off. Maybe 2,000, right? What are you doing, Mitch? What kind of sizing are you taking?
Well, it's going to depend. First trade is going to be a little feeler trade. I recommend everyone to get a little feeler trade. If you do see something that follows your strategy early, kind of take that trade and then go from there.
Right. What do you mean by a feeler trade? Like 1,000 shares?
Feeler trades, yeah. 1,000 shares, something just to get under your belt, get the emotions down, and then start focusing on really nailing down what you really want to be tackling in your strategy.
Right.
I think that's very important.
Look at Activision for... Oh, no, that's not a fade. All right, I'm looking at AMD. Big drop on AMD. I'm going to give it a little bit of time. My sweet spot with these VWAP fades are typically 5 to 10 minutes after the open. But look at PLAN.
PLAN. Started here.
On which one? HIBB. All right, we got AMD spiking. We got PLAN dropping. AMD quick move up. Let's see what the overall market's at right now. The overall market is can't tell, my chart's not big enough. Let's look at the overall market. So the overall market was slightly up, barely up, so very slightly up. And it's pushing up right now this morning. So the SPY, the S&P is pushing up. Let's see, we got Cron, we got cryptos. I'll be watching for some VWAP bounces as well with some of these. Like for CRON, I'll consider a VWAP bounce for sure. Maybe get into a little feeler share, a little feeler trade with like 500 or so, build up a little bit. So I'm looking at Cron. I can get in at 88 with a risk of roughly 82 or so, and so my risk is about 6 cents. I can set my reward level up to about 16.05, at least 16, and so my reward level is at least 20 cents or so. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. Maybe not quite 20 cents actually, from 88 up to 05, so around 18 cents, but still definitely better than 2 to 1. 2 to 1 would be 16-cent reward, and 18 cents definitely good enough. AMD spiking up some as well. Like I said, I'm looking on Cron to pull back to that 1580s level. I'll jump in with 500 shares. Going to be a little bit more active during this competition since since it's not actually a live account. I'm also looking at Roku here. We'll see if Cron can push back. Just trying to wake up a little bit, drink my coffee, you know.
All right, guys. My long's doing pretty decent right now. I'm trying to get it above this 2480s. Then we'll be able to take some profit.
Man, pretty bullish market right now, honestly. A lot of stuff spiking up. Momo up, AMD's up, Cron is up, cannabis stocks are up, SQ. Roku's down. Plan just pulled a red to green move. So if you like those red to green washout long moves.
Yep. One that's washing out could be a possibility is APHA. How the semiconductors doing?
AMD's up a lot. It's up to 2770s. All right, so we're getting a pullback on Cron to 1590s. Like I said, in order for me to get in this one, though, it would have to pull back to like 1590 even, or 1588 or so for me to jump in. Because if I do that, it's good risk reward. It's about 2 to 1. And like I said, I need to just get a little starter trade. Same thing with Momo. Like if Momo pulls back to 2860, I'll take that too. With a, I don't know. Let's see what my risk would be. Let me look at pre-market. It's just tough risk for Momo. I mean, I guess you could do 2850, but it's just too tight. That's a little bit too tight of a risk. And it looks like Cron is bouncing a little bit early. So maybe a no-go on that VWAP bounce for it. Looking at Roku, though, for a VWAP fade, maybe. And I wouldn't mind seeing AMD pull back to the VWAP. Because if AMD pulls back to the VWAP, I can use this level right here. This 2730 level is my risk. Right here. But AMD looking really strong. See, there's Cron pulling back before I could really jump into it. We also have Momo, though. Momo's looking a little bit better. What is CGC doing here? Man, my computer's running slow. I gotta exit out some of this stuff. I'm on too much stuff here. But yeah, Kenny, man, you got a video about crypto you want to post, man? Go ahead, brother. You can post it in the chat. Like I said, Momo pulling back. CGC. Look at that VWAP bounce already on CGC. That one was pretty. Same thing with Momo. I think I'm going to miss it, unfortunately. I got 2 minutes. Look at all this stuff I got to open up on my computer, man. You still in, what's going on with HIBB?
Yeah, still in HIBB. Got $136 right now. I'm just trying to let it rip through the 90s. It went up there. Looked like it trying to make a move to 25. We're gonna give it a chance to get to this 25.
Oh man, I'm so mad I didn't take Momo. Look at this one. Beautiful pullback right to the VWAP area. I'm sure we'll still get some more, but the SPY has been running up this morning, just super bullish.
Here we go.
Yeah, it looks
Sold
good right there.
700 there.
Nice.
$300.
Yeah, I can throw.
214 realized already, guys.
Here, let me throw you up. All right, I'm gonna be looking. Yeah,
214 already on the first trade. That's what I wanted to do. Get that feeler trade done. That was 1,000 shares on HIBB.
There you go. Yeah, I'm
Can
just waiting
still
for.
hold here. I'm holding 300. I'm gonna hold it to break even. You're gonna set a stop and start looking at other trades here.
All
It's
right.
gonna be very important in this strategy, in this competition, is to kind of let your trades just work and then let it go.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna look to enter something here. No, just depends on. I'm just being patient. I know it's with this competition that we got a lot of buying power, but
APHA coming up to VWAP for VWAP fade. Kron's holding well on the long side.
APHA does look better. The only problem is that, like you said, Kron and the other cannabis stocks are a little bit bullish. I don't mind taking it with 500 shares though. I like that actually. So I'm gonna jump in APHA.
Maxar coming below VWAP. Looking at that one, taking it on. I have a feeling this one's gonna turn around though. So.
All right, I'm in APHA with just 500 shares, just a little feeler trade. My risk is going to be right here at 64 or so, and so my risk is about 6 cents, and my reward level would be down here at about 750 or so. So just a little feeler trade. Get started. I don't mind adding to it as well. Nice work on that first trade though, brother.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Looking at AMAT. AMAT's looking to hold long there. Up 1, up 2, up 3, down 3. Here's the down 3. Holding at 85. Looking to rip above 40s. If this does flip around and goes down, I'm going to probably go ahead and short it. If it's not, if it breaks out on the long side, I'll look for the second pattern.
I'm looking at a PLAN. If PLAN pulls back to that VWAP level at 4160, I'll consider that. I like it because I could use that 4111 or so risk. There's also Roku here. AMD is just up a ton, and so it's going to be kind of tough. We also have Roku, though. If you can pull up to 9350s, I'll consider that as well, with a risk of 08. So about a, what is that? 64 cent risk. And then 64 cent risk with about...
All right, we'll be looking to see if IOVA can come back for a VWAP rejection. APHA up at that VWAP fade level.
Yeah, I'm already in APHA. My VWAP's at a little bit different spot than you.
Where's it at?
My VWAP is at 760.
Okay, so mine's pretty much there.
I'm about to get stopped out though.
1 cent.
I got 65 risk, and so I'll probably get stopped out here. But it was only 500 shares, and it was a pretty tight risk too, so I'm down like $30. Yeah, APHA just squeezing. I'm just looking a little bit too bullish there.
Be careful right here. It's 65. That's the point right here.
Yeah, 65 is my risk. If it gets to 66,
that's
I just got to
point of the rejection. See all that stacked on the level 2?
Yep.
Pay attention to that level 2. If you see that 263 just start getting smacked in, then it's probably going to go through it. If not, it can reverse down.
I jumped out. I don't know why. I think I had my hand over the exit button, but it's fine. It's honestly, it's a little bit too close for comfort anyway. But no, I had my hand over the cover button, and then I accidentally let it go. And so I didn't actually mean to. And look at that confirmation too. So it is what it is. It's a $40 loss on a 240,000 funded account. So I think I'll be all right. I'm looking at FCAU here. So I'm definitely gonna be a little bit more active during this competition. No, I'm not an AMD.
Looking at AMD and well, not looking at AMD. I'm looking at AMAT.
Sorry, Hero, man. You gotta go, bro. You're crowding up the stream, man. You know? Sorry, brother.
You gotta go, man.
It's time to go, man. And for that reason, you're out. You know, all my Shark Tank fans in here. Alright. FCAU just broke under the lows here, so this is what I'm considering as well. I'm also going to throw some moving average crossovers up, if we can get some. We did get one on FCAU. I might take FCAU short here. Maybe a little bit too late.
There you go. That HIBB working good. Now up $300.
Ah, look at Roku. Yeah, there goes 66. So I would have gotten stopped out on APHA anyway, so I'm glad I got out of that one. Kron was the biggest one I'm looking at for a VWAP bounce here. Let me clear this drawing set.
There you go, guys. HIBB breaking out there. Should have held a little bit longer. It's just these bigger stocks. I'm not used to holding them for that long, but it's looking good over there above 25s now. I saw a great daily chart, 15-minute chart that gave me that long signal right out the open. All right, there. AMAT flipped around there, guys. Let's see if it holds these 80s and come back around. I feel like it's doing a little bit of fake out pattern. I'm not really liking that one. I'm going to keep looking. Let me know if you guys see anything running, all right? Anything running, let me know. You there, John?
Oh, sorry, bro. I've been muted. Oh, my bad, bro. I've been muted, man. I've been talking to myself for the last
You good?
5 minutes. Again, second time today.
Flip there. It didn't go long. It broke down the long pattern. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on like MU, QCOM, stocks like that to see if they reverse. Yeah, you see QCOM had that long pattern and then it kind of failed. Same sector. They set up long this morning and then just failed.
If Momo squeezes up to the VWAP, I'll consider it for a rejection. It's
I missed one VWAP fade that I was thinking about, which was MPTN, but I didn't take it.
Yeah, I missed Roku. Roku faded. I was really considering Roku as well.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going to consider Momo here. If it bounces up to the VWAP at 66, I can use 78 or so as my risk, 77. So really roughly 10, 12 cents.
I was trying to get an APHA there at 63s and drop down to 61s there. Kind of like it. Could have double, triple top there and just came back down.
25 cents maybe there. And then, yeah, so, okay, so I'm looking at Momo here with an entry of 66. And then my risk level can be actually at 90. And then my reward can be down at 28 or so. And so that gives me 2 to 1 for that one. It's up to 54s. I don't know if I'm going to actually get it. We also have Roku. We also have Roku that's bouncing up there to 93s here. AMD, I wouldn't hate a pullback to the VWAP in AMD or Activision ATVI. I don't hate either one of those. All right, we're up to 48.
Which one ripped off today? Square ripped.
I know. I was watching Square because I usually watch Square and Roku. They're both tech stocks. Square just hasn't looked back though. That thing hasn't even pulled back really that much. Same thing with AMD. AMD just ripped up this morning.
I missed the reject on IOVA. I was looking for it. I called it out. I was like, let's see if it gets a VWAP rejection. Comes back to VWAP and just quickly rejects. That was a beautiful one. 1722, all the way right back down to 1690s.
Yep.
In one candle. It just flipped down.
What's everybody else watching? What's everybody else's main watch? Let us know. SeaWorld.
Oh, I see one that I like.
Some people talking about TSS as well. Solly.
Trying to get short here in ARRY, but it needs to bounce for me to get in this.
Oh, look at that VWAP bounce on Pinterest too. Yeah, man. I see that, James. A little late for that one though, but looked good. Yeah, AMD dropping a little bit as well. I see that one. And I'm looking at Momo here. Up to 50s. Like I said, if it gets up to 60, 65, I'll consider it. It's up to 58. All right, so I'm in with 500 shares on Momo.
Here you go. I like that one. I've traded that one a couple times.
We'll see. It's squeezing up pretty quick. Hold on, buddy.
All right. Got a starter in AARRY.
Sorry, my son is yelling. All right, we're up to 77. Like I said, my risk in this one's about 90, and so I think I'm okay at this point. I'm just going to let it go to my risk, and if it squeezes me out, it squeezes me out. And with just 500 shares, so a relatively small position, all things considered with it. With Momo. And so it's at 76, 75 now. I'm just going to give it that time to work, see what we get with it. See if we get that squeeze down. Like I said, my reward target's really right around 28. And so I still got some room for sure. And
Broke boy NIL has bad news. Oh, man, that reject was nice on AMAT. Probably should have taken it.
All right, there goes Momo. This is exactly
they
what I
are
wanted to
rejected
see.
pretty nice.
So Momo just got super weak, which is exactly what I wanted. We'll see how much it drops here. It's down to 58. I like this one, though. It's still got a lot of room on the downside, and it just built up a new resistance level above it at 80s. So we'll see if it maintains under that level. And I don't hate adding to it, maybe to get a little bit better average, but I'm still kind of in the middle of considering that. We'll see. All right, there's another squeeze up. Pull all the way back down to 63.
All right,
AMD
guys,
still
starting to take
ripping
that
up.
big position here in ARRY. Yo, you muted again?
I don't think so. I am. No, I'm not. I'm not muted. Oh, I'm muted on your end, Mitch, so you can't hear me. Sorry, bro. I was muted. but not on. I wasn't muted on the stream for some reason. It was just muted on you. And so
Oh,
sorry,
you
bro.
just didn't want to talk to me, John.
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah,
was.
yeah, man. You hurt my feelings earlier, bro. So I just muted you. Yeah.
Well, here, guys, 2,000 shares added into this position, 26.95, or pretty much 25.96, and ARRY. Beautiful VWAP fade. Gonna nail this one. Let's do this.
Pinterest, ridiculous pullback on Pinterest here. Huge pullback.
I tried to get 2,000 more. I was trying to get 5,000 shares in this position. It just didn't fill in there. Didn't get above $27 for me. And I had an ad order out there for 2,000 and 1,000 shares at $26.99 and $27.01. So that would have been right there, the 5,000 position up there at near that 27.
Not bad.
But looking good right now.
Yeah,
as this is breaking down through the 85s.
Yeah, I like that breakdown, really.
Let's see if we can make that nice 1,000 gain today, and then we'll worry about making huge gains.
Right. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my feet wet a little bit today. We can always take those swings later, you know.
Trying to make a quick 1,000, you know?
Yep. I think, like I said, I think this will be good, though. It'll kind of teach me to scale up a little bit. I'm in Momo still waiting. And I might actually, you know, take it to where I actually buy more than one position at a time. And I think that's going to be somewhat necessary in order to take advantage of some of these.
Yes, 100%.
And so,
it's like I did on HIV. Take the first bit of the trade active, the second bit of the trade, set a stop, let it work, go look for more trades.
Yeah,
I think that's the best option. Trading two at the same exact time is a little difficult because one can squeeze on you and cause you a world of hurt. Yep. So what you want to do is, if you're taking two trades, it's fine. Just have one that you're trading kind of mechanically on a stop limit.
I gotta get out of here most likely.
Or if you're not trading it on the mechanic wise, you're trading.
I'm sorry, guys. My wife's. Hold on.
All right, killing it here in ARRY.
Yeah, I got squeezed up $300 loss, which is small in the grand scheme of this account. Very small relative. My wife had to ask me something. Sorry.
All right, guys, gonna look to cover 1,000 shares into this 80s, 81s here. Let's see if it covers for me. I'm just canceling out. It's holding that too well there.
But yeah, man, Momo squeezed up way too much. I was trying to get out of it too when it broke my risk at 90, but I had my wife sitting there trying to ask me something, and maybe I'm just blaming her for it, but frustrating. Luckily, it's just a demo account, and so I can't beat myself up. $258 loss.
Remember, you got a lot more money where that's going.
That's why I get bummed out, but it's like it's just a demo account today.
All right, guys, just took 1,000 off there, guys. $125 gain there already. Have 1,000 shares still on from $26.95. I'm up on the count right now. 330 realized, 527 unrealized. Let's go.
Killing it, man. Killing it, bro.
Yeah, man. Found a nice VWAP fade setup. Look at this setup.
Here, I got you up.
This is as good as it gets, man. Right below it, up, down once, down one, down two, up two there, down three, one back bounce to the VWAP. That's where I got short right here. And boom, right back down to the bottom.
I'm looking at Activision right now. Yeah, you're killing it today, man. Nice work. I'm looking at Activision right now for a VWAP bounce, maybe. It's down there. And I could use 44. Hero just asked you to unblock him. Yeah, man, he doesn't even talk about stocks. He just doesn't have anything else to do. And so he's just kind of on my stream. And that's like I try to be nice to him because I know Hero's like a kid. But yeah, man, he just doesn't have much else to do, you know. And so he's just on my stream. But at a certain point, it's just kind of like he's just crowding up the chat, and we're trying to talk about stocks, and he's just kind of just trying to talk about nonsense. So at a certain point, when he sends too many messages within like a 1 minute time frame, I gotta just block him. I was thinking about Activision. See, really, like I jumped in the VWAP rejection on Momo and I got squeezed up. But I'm looking for fades. Maybe Roku if it pulls back. But I'm seeing more bounces possibly in play right now. Here. Oh, guys might not be able to see me.
All right, guys. HIBB came back and stopped me out some of it. So maybe should have kept a little bit more of that one and just took in it up there at this 25.88s. Would have been about $70 more. So really not going to stress it too much. I'm up actually more on this trade right now. I'm up 262 on this trade right here. I'm letting this trade work right here. A little part of me wants to take profit here at 26.80s, but I knew that I would be rushing towards profit a lot in this competition. It gives you a feeling of kind of that rush towards the green. Don't rush towards the green. Set yourself up with a nice share size. Get in a good trade. Let the trade work. Get that good reward. Stick to your reward targets.
Yeah, I'm starting to consider maybe shorting a little bit of AMD here and scaling up to that 28.50. I just think it's going to pull back some. And I kind of agree with what Ebro said here. Solely halted 3 times, man. All right, I'm in AMD with 300 shares. Looking to slowly add to it as it gets up to 50. And then if it doesn't push up anymore, I'm just going to scale out the rest of these 300 shares. Looking for it to ultimately pull back to this $28 level. Maybe a little bit riskier of a trade here, but my account's big enough, and I think that's what I should do this competition for. I'm also looking at SQ to see if SQ pulls back to 66, 63. I'll consider SQ as well.
Man, that MPTN, I wish I would have played that one. I was thinking about taking 5,000 shares on that one because the risk was going to be about 2 or 3 cents. That one went down 30 or 40 cents there. Not bad.
Yeah, man.
That would have been a nice gain right there. That's MPTN. MPTN is a semiconductor. It's kind of the penny stock of the semiconductor plays. I like to know different price ranges. That's kind of the semiconductor play that I play in the low price range and tradable on TradeNet.
Yep.
AMAT, man, that thing broke down. Wish I would have traded it for the breakdown. I was watching it for the long actually, and when it held those 88s and then just flipped down underneath the VWAP, I was like, yeah, let me wait a second. But that shows you, it's not gonna be perfect. Let's just keep trading, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never used CME Group, Christopher. Somebody else in here might know.
Anybody else doing the challenge in here? What's up? What's going on with everybody?
Yeah. My first day of the challenge is no bueno, but it's just my first day.
It's just day one, man, and it's small account, small sizing relative to what you're about to take. It's just that's the thing about stepping up to insane sizing is I'm sure the emotions are running high.
Yeah, I mean they're not that bad. They're not as bad as they are with my live account. Even if I'm using way bigger sizing than I typically do, like they're not as bad. Just because I know it's not, it's not real. You know what I mean? It's fun, and I'm glad, and it's cool that it's going to be a fun competition. But I'm just trying to have fun with it. I don't want to take it super serious because I know that's just going to screw up my mental game. And I think right now the best thing to do is just kind of slowly kind of build up a different style, maybe.
All right, working my way back to my number here.
All right, so we
This is
did
what
get
I was kind of concerned about. So I had a feeling it was going to come back to VWAP, and then it's going to give us our chance to either completely fade down through the 2670 or come back up and rip through 27. So you got to be careful with this one because on the daily chart, it's still a long unless it gets underneath yesterday's low.
later two-way. Nice job, brother. Killing it today, man. Up 700. Nice work, brother. Congrats, man. Killing it today.
It go two-way.
The champ is here. The champ is here. I told two-way I would sing him. The champ is here. Every time he drops a news release every morning, I told him I'd sing the champ is here every morning. All right, I'm in this little baby 300 share position on AMD, and like I said, none of my patterns. I'm not really seeing too many.
Oh, man, you're not gonna be happy.
What? APHA?
Did you see APHA?
Oh no. That dirty stock, man. That dirty stock. Look at that. Right there too.
Well, as soon as it went red candle, right there, I tried to hit it at 63, but it went down to 61 and I didn't get filled. But it looked like it just wicked people out. It just kind of just stopped people out right there at 65 and then came right back down.
That dirty stock, bro.
Oh, I'm getting squeezed right now. I got to hold this to 2701s.
All right, so like I said, I'm going to add a little bit more. My plan is just to add this one up to the
got to be careful with ARRY. This stock's known to break out.
All right, so I'm in with 600 shares now for AMD. Like I said, my plan is just to add up to the $0.50 and then give myself that risk of, let's see. Let me get a 5-minute chart up here. And yeah, I guess I'm experimenting a little bit different with share sizes than I usually do on this competition. Maybe that's not the right move. Or not share sizes, with strategies. And maybe that's not the right move, but like I said, up to the $0.50, and it's also got some resistance right here at the 40s.
So right, got to be careful here with ARRY, guys. This stock likes to squeeze and squeeze hard. Above 2701s, and I'm out.
Yeah, AMD is squeezing me up more than I thought it would.
I'm getting squeezed here too. Just not seeing shares fill, but I could feel it. So got to hold on, hand on the trigger to get out. If not, we'll take our win, even if it's just a little bit.
Yeah, AMD's just up so much already. I would think it would pull back some. That's kind of where this trade idea comes from. But we'll see. I like the $0.50, and I don't mind adding to it up to that $0.50 level. But we'll give it some time. While we're waiting here, I think, so TradeNet's sale is still going on for today. Today is the last day the TradeNet sale is going on. And so if anybody's interested in using TradeNet, I could post that link here. Like I said, I think TradeNet is really good for new traders, specifically because they allow you to trade with such a big account and small sizing, and there's no PDT rule. So the intro account's only $350 for this sale, and it comes with 14,000 in buying power to trade with. And so you get to trade with 14K in buying power. There's no PDT rule. And if you use small sizing, commission is pretty cheap as well. It's like 0.006 cents per share. Like if I use less than 300 shares, my commissions are like $4 for a round trip. And so ridiculously cheap. I think most new traders are going to lose their first account anyway, and I just think TradeNet's a much cheaper option. I know most of the time new traders end up depositing thousands into a regular broker. And like I said, this TradeNet sale is going on right now. It's 30% off. You get the intro account for $350. So for $350, you get 14,000 in buying power, no PDT rule, and relatively small commissions if you use small sizing. And so I think it makes a ton of sense. And so if you're interested in checking that out, I'll post this link here. And You can go through it. It's a great way to help support the channel, guys. So if you want to check that out, use the same broker that Mitch and I are using.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Having fun today with it.
Because it's CFD trading, Matt. It's CFD trading. That's how they get around the PDT. All right, we'll see if AMD pulls back like I wanted
Nice. I was able to get through that kind of indecision moment, and now I'm actually back in the driver's seat.
But yeah, right now, guys, if you're just joining the stream, right now I'm doing the TradeNet challenge, and so it's a little bit different. This isn't actually a live account. This is a demo account with TradeNet for the challenge, or not the TradeNet challenge, the competition. So that's what we're actually doing today. It's just a competition day. So if you see me trading a little bit different and kind of going crazy today, it's just because it's a competition. We're trying to build up as many gains as fast as possible.
Gotta get them gains, boy.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I want to see this come down below 2690s. Then once it comes down below 2690s, we're going to look for any kind of bounce up to add into. All right. There you go. Started to push on 2690s.
All right, AMD seems like it's still trying to push up here. I like this level because I think it gives me a very obvious level, and I feel like that it's pretty extended at this point. And so I'm going to add 1,200 shares, and my goal in this is to scale up to 2,000 shares with a risk of just over the $0.50 and a reward target down at this 17 level is what I'm really looking for. So 1,200 shares at this point. We're down to 35. There's 33s. Like I said, we're looking to get down to that 20. Really, I'll take some profits down at about 20 if it can drop down there. There we go. Down to 30s here. Take some off. All right, I took I tried to take 600. I took 60 shares off. All right, there's six. There we go. So I took 600 shares off. I got 540 shares left. Kind of rebounding a little bit on the day, getting a little bit of a comeback. Like I said, next profit's going to be at 20 or so. I'll take another 300 off, and then I'll let that last little remaining shares work is the goal. 22 is good enough. I'm going to take 300 off there. Now I have about 240 shares left. And this is how you short it at the top. You know, you give yourself a risk level, and if it's okay if you add to it, but you have to stay firm in that risk level. In this case, mine was, like I said, at 28.50. And so that was the goal. And again, nice little top level. And if you look at AMD, it's just up so much already that I think it makes sense. The SPY, big pullback on the SPY here, which is probably what's causing this downward drop in AMD. I know, no options with TradeNet, Brian. No options there, brother. But yeah, I was able to rebound about $100, so still early in the day. Probably let the stream go a little bit longer and trade a little bit more than I usually do. Have some fun with it. Probably keep the rest of these break even. goal is to see if we can drop down. Really, to the VWAP is probably where I'll take profits with this one. It's kind of one of those shorting it around the top. I'm also looking at Roku to see if it pulls back here. And yeah, guys, today is actually the last day of the sale, so I think the sale ends today for TradeNet. So the sale ends is what I think.
My my baby Tiba.
My baby. As long as you don't trade AMD, you know.
Beautiful fade there on Tiba.
But yeah, Kenny, if you're still there, brother, let me know, man. You can jump on the stream one day, man. But yeah, y'all go check out Kenny's channel. Old friend of mine. He has a Bitcoin channel, crypto channel. Maybe we'll have him on the stream and talk about crypto one day. But yeah, let me Kenny, like I said, if you got a video you like that you want everybody to see, you know, you can go ahead and post it if you want, brother. Yeah, there you are. What's up, bro? Yeah, you see IBYG Crypto? That's Kenny. That's my old friend. So go check him out. He's got a nice crypto channel on Facebook, super educational, or on YouTube. All right, so we got AMD dropping down to 28.18s. I'm just going to let it work here. Like I said, goal is 28, maybe the VWAP at 88. We'll see if we get that pull back to the VWAP. And the funny thing is that if AMD does pull back to that 2790 level, I might long it at that point. It just depends. The SPY's pulling back to the VWAP. If the SPY starts to rip here, I'm just going to get out of the short position on AMD. But it depends on what we get here. I made over $100, so I cut my loss over half just now on this trade.
All right, guys, in my first big boy position here.
Uh-oh.
Big boy pants on.
What's your sizing?
A clear 8,000 shares.
Ooh, man. All right, bro. I'm going to throw you up. I got to throw you up for that, man. Here you go. 8,000 shares for Mitch right now. 8,000.
Yep. Averaged in at 91s. Risk right now is $26.99.
Crazy. I'm going to give myself a stop. I got to go take my trash out. I forgot to take my trash out.
Gotta take the trash, man.
I'm going to give myself 28.30 risk. What's my break-even price? 28.35. So I'll actually just do it 28.35. All
right, looking good for me, guys. Just needed to break down through this 88s.
All right, I got my stop loss set now. I'm going to go take my trash out before my wife kills me over here.
What's going on, Netron? AMRN? That thing's dead. There's a nice VWAP rejection on that one. All right, guys. Looking to cover 2,000 shares here as we start getting below here. Hold for right now. Strong candle there. Let's see if we get some momentum to follow it. Oh, I don't even think I'm recording my trade here. Such a good trade and not recording it.
All right, I am back.
Looking good for me, brother. Right
Nice,
now,
man.
I'm up 612 on the unrealized.
Ooh, big boy pants.
Yep. Looking to cover some as this breaks this 82s here.
All right, so we're getting a nice breakdown in AMD too. It's down to 14s. Just to get this
Gotta give
exit
this a
on video.
chance.
Here, I'm going to throw mine up really quick, Mitch, just so I can get the exit for my recap video.
Go for it.
Yeah, let me throw this up real quick. All right, we're down to 65s. We're breaking down to 29.09. I'm just going to take the rest off here. Oh, wait, I got my stop set. I hate it when this happens. All right. All right, $60 gain. I'm only down 100 on the day, so I took off about 70% of that loss, and now I can get Mitch thrown back up here. There you go. Alright, so I'm just going to start looking for other stuff now. I don't mind AMD if it can get all the way down to 27.09. Do 27.09 or really just 28. I'll consider AMD. It all depends on what the SPY does here, though. SPY's looking really weak, honestly. Getting pretty close to that low of the day here.
All right, let's see if this next candle can put me nice in the green for the day. One of the key things is I'm risking a lot here, but can't rush to profit. We got to stick to the same reward targets as we would take if the trade was only 100 shares.
Right.
If it doesn't go my direction, then so be it. I can't be upset about the results. Got to be happy about how the execution of the strategy is going.
Yes, sir. And look at the SPY, and if you're short, right? Yeah, you're short. So the SPY should really help you here. The SPY's pulling back a lot, and so the SPY should be beneficial for you here. And so here I'm trying to mix looking for stocks, but letting you be up too. So hold on. So AMD's down to 28. Now this is the level I said I would watch for sure. So is SQ. But I gotta be careful trying to long any of these stocks just because they are the SPY. The overall market is pulling back so much already.
All right, guys, covered a little bit there. 3,000 shares there at 26.85s. It filled me up. It got me a little bit of a bad fill there, but I'll take the realized. Now I got 297 realized. I'm up 702 on the name. Going to give this a real shot to come right back down here and really slap down here and give me a huge gain.
All right, I'm in AMD with 2,000 shares. I was really trying to get in at 28, and I might have rushed into it. But my risk is 25 cents, and so I'm risking about $250 in this trade. No, $450, I think. My math is right.
All right, guys, only risking 3 cents now. Only risking 3 cents here. 2 cents actually to 93 now. Going to give us a chance to break these 80s. If it breaks these 80s, that's a home run for us.
All right, we're at 90s, 10s. I'm in with 2,000 shares, like I said, of AMD. Here, let me, I'm going to throw myself up real quick too here. All right, there we go. All right, I took half off. Still riding 1,000 shares. Trying to come back a little bit here. Not bad though. I didn't get it on video.
Netron, I was just talking about this. I always look for profit targets. There is certain moments that call you to get out. That can happen. There's 5,000 shares that went through there at 26.81 for my trade. That's someone covering down there at 81. So got to be smart here and just kind of trade to the trade. Stick to the plan. Original plans are always going to be better than kind of changing up in the trade.
Yep. So we're getting a little bit of a pullback here for AMD. I'm just going to hold it, and, I have my very obvious risk level in this trade, and I have some time to let it work. The biggest concerning factor is just what the SPY does here. If the SPY ends up breaking lows, that can be really bad for this position, but I've scaled out enough to be relatively safe regardless. And so with that, Mitch is in a much larger share position than me, and so I'm just going to keep this on the side, and, I'm just going to keep this on the side and let Mitch trade for you guys right now. Let me throw Mitch back up.
Yep, just trying to get through the second up here. It should make another down. Then we might get a little bounce, but we're getting to the point where it's either going to completely just fade out, flush, or it's going to come back to VWAP, and we're going to have to get out.
All right, we're up to 50s. There's 14s looking better. 15s.
These positions are going to be the positions that are going to get you to that win in the competition. So that's why I'm holding instead of rushing towards the profit. Yeah, I can rush, take another $200 and have $500 on the name. But instead, I'm in a great position. Why cut the position early? If I can get this down move to break through 2680s, we can get a move all the way down to the 2650s, 2640s.
Yep. Yeah, guys, I'm up.
40 cents is going to be a lot nicer than 10.
So I effectively came back on the day, guys. I'm up $38 on the day. I'll take it. But I got back to neutral. After a $300 loss, I got back to neutral. So now it's about continuing to push.
Hey, you stick to the right risk and reward, and guess what? You just might get that reward, guys.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Looking great here, guys. Now we got that one up, that one down, that two up, that three down. Now we just don't want to see it get above 2688s. So 2690s is going to be my outs here, guys. So that means break even on the rest. Let this trade break down here through the 80s. Next stop for it is going to be 77, 76, and then we'll look to take some profit.
Yeah, man, feels good. Got my count back in the green. It was a rough start. Emotions were high and fought back. Mitch over there making me look bad, though, man, with his $1,000 game
Just
today,
working
man.
hard, man.
Making me look bad over there, man.
Working hard, brother. 2,000 shares taken there at 81s. All right, guys, we got 3,000 shares left in this position now. Now we're up 494 on the name. I'm up on the account, unrealized over 1,000. We're reaching that $1,000 mark that I wanted to reach for the day. Looking good, guys. Working hard here.
Block him, Netron. Now you see what I got to deal with every day, man. I mean, honestly, like, when he's quiet, he's fine. And I see him as, like, a kid that just wants to be here, and I get it. But when he's not quiet and he just sends 7 or 8 messages within, like, 30 seconds about
I need
random
a hero.
stuff. Right. And he demands attention. He's like, respond to me now. It's like, no, get out of here,
respond to me.
It's like, I'm trading. Like, especially when I'm on my live account, it's like, dude, I am risking thousands of dollars right now. Like, go away, Like, get out.
All right, guys, this is when we're gonna get to the point. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set a stop here. I'm gonna set it 1 cent up because I don't want to get stopped out exactly to my number. I'm gonna set it 1 stop above my average, which is 24.92. I'm gonna set the stop.
Do you have a stop already set?
26.92. Boom.
There you go.
Now I got that stop set, and now I can go ahead and look at another trade. I'm doing great. Go look at it. Go look for pattern recognition somewhere else. If this turns down and just fades down, and we can try to keep it as an all-day fader. If not, let this come back up and stop you out and keep moving on.
Yep, that's how you do it, man. Try to get that maximum reward target. All right, so now that Mitch is done, I'm going to bring my charting up here, start looking for some more stuff. I like Roku if it could pull back to the VWAP. You know, you can see this entry here at around 91.87 with a risk of 92.60 or so. Not bad. Maybe really 92.75. So really about $1 risk, but the reward is from 91.80 down to 89.80. So $2 reward for $1 risk, and that's what you essentially look for with these type of trades. My risk is twice as small as my reward. My reward is twice as big as my risk, I should say. Yeah, man, Mitch is killing it today, man.
Focus, focus. That's all it is, guys. When you have the right focus, you make the right decisions, and you stick to your reward, you get that actual profit that you were looking for versus inconsistent results.
Yeah. Look at AMD, man. Maybe I've sold a little bit too soon. I was ready to be in the green, I think, but that's the wrong mentality to have.
This is where it's going to test my level here. It's going to get up there to the 89 level and test this high right here. We always talk about the rule of 3. Sometimes it shows up in a real, what I call short-term pattern. Right here is a short-term pattern. From this breakdown on 1014, you get a 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce. It either has to break out above this or hold here and make a move right back down to the lows. All right, looking for another trade. If you guys see anything out there, let me know. You see how it swept right there, guys? Look at that sweep right back down to the 83s. What I was just talking about, it hit resistance, got swept down there.
At this point, I'm looking for Roku to squeeze back up there. What else we get on these charts? We got...
All right, since that created the new high candle, now I can go ahead and actually do the stop right on the break-even rate, and I'll keep every cent of that 494. If it gives me more, it gives me more. If it doesn't, let it go.
UNFI, squeeze it up.
ACB has been doing great today.
I haven't looked at the cannabis stocks in a minute. CROD is right back up to the VWAP, man. That looks tempting. 1605 risk. I might take Cron with a few shares.
Kind of like this HIBB again, but it would be right here and risking off of 38. But I'm not so sure, as I haven't traded this one that often. I don't know the levels that much. I don't know exactly how it trades. And we're above a big gap. But there's some heavy resistance there at 25.
Yeah, I'm looking at Cron, but with CGC squeezing up like it is, CGC, beautiful VWAP bounces, just running up huge there for CGC. I'm also looking at YNDX here. YNDX, if it could pull back to 36.12, I'll take it with the risk of around 36.40 or so, and then a reward target of 35.30. Looks really good. And then Roku as well. If Roku can pull back, I'll consider that too.
There you go. Now I'm going to start watching the one that you traded earlier.
APHA?
The one that cost you.
The one that cost me was
Momo.
Yeah, that was the one that cost me the most. It looks kind of bullish, but I think with all that resistance above, it could easily wash out too.
My trade net just crashed out.
Uh-oh.
The first time I've ever seen that one.
I'm looking for some
That's a
VWAP
first.
fades today. Honestly, VWAP fades are what I'm the most comfortable in. It crashed. What did it say?
What the hell is going on here?
First trade is Soly. SOLY is tradable for us. I never even knew that, man. It's been the crazy move, the one that's been getting halted, and it's tradable. What's it saying? Ah, look at Kron. Fade it back down. There you go. You're in.
Close my position. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be a little upsetting, guys.
No, that's rough, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little upsetting. I have a feeling this is gonna break these 80s, and it's like I never stopped out of this position. It should never even stop me out. It never even went to my number.
What was your number?
I don't know. This is something I'm gonna have to bring up with TradeNet later.
What? It was ARRY, right? Didn't you have what was it?
Yeah. It should have never stopped me out. I'm just gonna get over it, but this is definitely annoying. This was easily a $700 winner. It should not be where it's at right now. It just closed me out. But gonna have to ignore it.
No. At least it doesn't happen on the live accounts. Optimism, you know.
Yeah, that's just a little bit annoying. Well, guys, I would be taking some profit here. We'd be up over 700, probably up $800 on the name. I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. I think I'm gonna be done for the day. That just kind of ruined all my momentum.
Got out of way of AMD way too early at 36. Or at what did I get out at 17? We'll see what the SPY does. Yeah, the SPY's looking pretty weak. I'm trying to patiently wait, but man, look at that drop on the SPY. No, so the competition account is not for real money. It's just a demo account, Felix. Also, SOLY is tradable for us on TAFs, man. That one went crazy, was halted 3 times. I assumed it wasn't, but it actually was. So I'm still waiting for YNDX to pull back if it can, and then I'm looking at Roku. Especially with the SPY dropping like it is, it's probably the best part. Of a short position. We'll see what we get. I'm looking at PLAN if it can pull back as well. And so yeah, like I said, SOLI is actually tradable. AMD ended up, squeezing up about 20 more cents. And so I missed out on some games there. But like I said, with Mitch, I know Mitch said his platform died. It's probably day one on the competition, so they're probably getting used to stuff. They might have a few glitches on day one until they get everything used to working for everybody. And so I'm sure that's what it is. It's just the first day. What's everybody else watching, guys? I'm just trying to hang out until I see some good setups. Roku, I don't know if it'll ever pull back like I want it to. I'm just looking at some of these other ones that are dropping with the SPY. If the SPY breaks lows, I wouldn't mind shorting AMD again. TLRY getting pretty weak as well. But I gotta just wait for some stuff to pull back to my entry here. I'm trying to be patient. But, yeah, we'll see what we get. Just hanging out. Was able to come back. I was down like 250 bucks. And so I was able to come back from my initial losses. And so I'm just trying to hang out. I don't need to go crazy with it. I used good risk reward in most of those trades. And, Momo doesn't look bad either. I'm kind of looking at Momo and I'm kind of looking at AMD. The SPY's dropping really weak right now. You can look at the overall market and see how weak this is. Yeah, I don't mind that entry. John. Alright, now I'm starting to consider CGC. So, cannabis stocks pulling back here. Just gotta wait a little bit and see some good entries. I'm looking for some VWAP fades and some VWAP bounces, or what's been working today. So we'll see. While I'm sitting here waiting, like I said, if anybody wants to check out TradeNet, the same broker that Mitch and I use, we're currently in the competition phase, but go check out the intro account. It's one of the ways, Mitch and I keep these streams and upload our classes and do everything for free. And one of the ways we do everything for free is by, having people show support for us that are interested in TradeNet as well. And so if you're interested in using the same broker that we use, go check them out. I posted that link here. Like I said, this is the last day of their Memorial Day sale. It's the last day. So right now, today, it's 30% off. You get the intro account for $350. It comes with 14K in buying power, and it's very similar to a prop firm. So you get 14,000 to trade with. There's no PDT rule, so you can day trade as much as you want. Plus, the commissions are pretty cheap. If you buy less than 300 shares, commissions are like $3 or $4 for a round trip. And so ridiculously cheap commissions if you use small size, no PDT rule, and a huge account. And I think most new traders lose their first account anyway. And I really don't think there's anywhere else in the trading world that you can spend such a small amount of money, get the ability to short, get the ability to trade with decent buying power. And, there's just a lot of huge benefits for new traders. I think most new traders end up depositing thousands into a regular broker and then just losing that. And with TradeNet, they can eliminate some of that risk, and it makes sense if you think about it. So if you want to help support our channel, you can go check out TradeNet. There's the link right there. And so, yeah, I'm kind of waiting here. I was thinking about getting in CGC long right here.
All right, guys, considering a VWAP fade for IOVA.
Yeah, IOVA looks good. It's showing OTC on mine. Yeah, it's tradable. Starting to think about SQ here for a VWAP bounce. I don't hate that one. Let's see where my risk would be. My risk would have to be roughly 59.60 or so. So my risk is about 40 cents. Let's get in with 500. A little bit too late. I wanted that 67.02 entry. Yeah, it looks good for you, John. Let's see if we can break that high of the day for AMD. We'll see. I'm just patiently waiting. Like I said, I don't mind letting the stream go a little bit longer today. We're going to be a little bit more active than we usually are. And so I don't mind letting the stream go a little bit longer and really focus in on, Lately, as you probably saw from the last few weeks, I've been a little bit more active in the market, and it's been working out. It's been working out fairly well. There you go, John. There's AMD breaking that 45 high. Looks good. Let's see if we can. I think the big level there is the $0.50 for that one, John. Look at this one. Like I said, I was thinking about getting into it right here at 03. Right around really here. And it's up to 14, so missed about 10 cents at least thus far. So we'll see how far it goes. I don't hate IOVA here for like that Mitch is looking at as well. And Mitch and I rarely get into the same trade. But I'm starting to consider IOVA here as well.
A 1680 with a 1690 risks. Doesn't sound bad.
I like 17 as a risk, like 1703, just because it's the whole dollar. And I think it's still really good risk reward.
Yeah, I just like the last high at 950. I'm using that high.
Yeah, I could see that. And that makes sense as well.
But yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Look at
because you got 30 cents down at the 1640 level and 1630, 40, even more, 40 cents, 30 cents.
Look at Momo break down there. Look at I don't know. SQ's looking a little bit better here. And the SPY's still looking pretty weak. And so I think if we're going to jump in IOVA, we should do it. DWDP. I can't trade most penny stocks, Brian. So if it's... Oh, no. I can trade that one. Look at Momo break here. Look at that weak breakdown. If it bounces back to the VWAP, I'll consider that one too. Hey, Tiny loves those reverse splits for DWDP. So Tiny, DWDP,
All
baby.
right, guys. Finally starting to get to that point where I'm recovering my psychology. Um, you know, not happy about what happened in ARRY, but got to let it go. Stuff happens. I don't know if I was supposed to be stopped out or not, but if I focus and put my attention towards the negative, I will end up getting negative on the next trade. Instead of focusing on pattern recognition, strategy trading, and risk and reward. That's all I need to focus on. I need to regain my psyche and knock down another trade.
That's right, man. Preserve that mental capital, bro.
One of the best things to do when you're ever feeling emotional is just stop trading. There's no point in you just trying to solve the emotions by clicking onto the next trade.
Yep.
Just take a second, recollect, and then you can make better decisions.
Yes, sir.
That OT one, that's not tradable, right?
Huh? No, but SOLY, the crazy mover from today is, believe it or not.
SOLI.
This thing got halted 3 times earlier.
What is it?
SOLY. SOLY.
Oh, Soli.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Looking
Yeah,
nice
man.
on a nice little 9-minute 9 EMA pullback right there.
Yeah, man. It's been parabolic today. We got Momo back to the VWAP. It's a little bit too high for me at this point.
And the range on this one, though, you got to be careful with this.
Yeah, no, that one, that's like I said, that one went parabolic today, bro. Got halted 3 times. Went crazy. I don't mind. So, MOMO, what I like about MOMO is using, instead of the VWAP, I don't mind getting in now. And I would have to use, like, you can see up here this line I drew. Like, this would be my risk area, right around 29.25. And so my risk would be about 30 cents. And I don't mind that. I think there's a lot of resistance above it. It just depends. Like, I'm still questioning whether I should or not. I've been right about a lot of different stuff. Like SQ, I called it out. It's up to 67.20. It's up about 15-20 cents. And so I'm getting closer with IOVA. OTLK, is that one tradable? Whoa.
My God.
No, OTLK is not tradable, unfortunately. Alright, I might jump in a few shares for Momo here. Let me see what the range is like. Maybe a little 500 shares. I'm in with 500 shares of Momo. Like I said, I can add to it up until it gets to this 29.60 level or so. 29.26. Alright, we're getting a little bit of a pullback from Momo down to 81. Looks better. Like I said, I can throw, I'm looking for it. Once it drops down enough, my reward target really is at 28.50, so it's about 30 cents down. That's what I'm looking at. We also have IOVA squeezing up to the VWAP here. It's just about whether I want to jump into it now or not. With IOVA, it is up to the VWAP level. Let me set my stop loss for this one, or I'll just manage both of them. Alright, I'm in 1,000 shares short. And we're getting a pretty big squeeze up here for Momo. But that's okay. It's still pretty early. I'm only in with 500 shares. And I don't mind adding to it, like I said, and using that total number of... up here at 25 is my risk. I don't hate that. But I'm in with IOVA. Let's see what I'm in with this one. Let me go to positions. All right, IOVA, I got a pretty terrible fill here. Still pretty early, and I'm still okay, but pretty bad fill with IOVA. Let's see. Let's look at Momo here. It's up to 93s. Getting a little bit of a squeeze up here for IOVA.
Got a starter with you now, brother.
Cool. Yeah, I got a bad fill, but it is what it is.
Got a starter. Yeah, I'm noticing the fills haven't been the best of the competition. You're better off using limit orders right now.
Okay. Yeah, getting a little bit of a squeeze up here. Like I said, though, I don't mind using that $17 risk for Momo, or for IOVA. I don't hate it.
Yeah, I'm noticing the fills not the best at all. I hit the market there at 84s on the bid. Got me down to 80s.
Yeah, let me see what my entry. My entry for Momo is not that or actually for IOVA is 76, so it's not too bad. I'm just taking 1,000 shares, so it's a little bit bigger than I'm used to. A little bit better for Momo. I almost added to it, but I just decided to wait. It's just the only thing with IOVA is that it's a little bit of a low volume stock. Like, that's the only problem with it I'm seeing right now. Is just the volume's a little bit low for it.
I like it on the daily. All right, trying to start hammering on here on IOVA. It's looking good for us, brother.
Yeah, a little bit better of a drop. What's your entry for what? Mine is like 76 or so.
I got 79s now.
Okay, yeah, you got a little bit better than me.
Looking to add some more.
Yeah, I'll probably end up adding to my Momo trade, see if we can get it to flush down a little bit better for us, or for me. It just depends if it spikes up there. Like I said, I can add to it up to this 25 level. I gotta kind of halt it there as my risk. There we go. There we go. Really nice drop for IOVA, or for Momo here. There we go, a little bit better. Let's see if we can get that spread to clear up for IOVA, and I'd be good. There we go for Momo, looking better. 25. There we go. Go ahead and take a little bit off there for Momo. Bank some profits. Gonna let the rest a little bit work. Yeah, I'm trading that Momo. It's working out. It's working out fine. I mean, relative to what, yeah, there we go. Beautiful drop. Relative to what IOVA is doing, it's working much better.
Hey, be patient, jump out. Man. Be patient. Patience can be rewarded, brother. Be patient.
Right, I'm out of IOVA. Now I'm just gonna no, I'm not out of IOVA. I'm out of Momo.
I was about to say.
Profits. Yeah, not yet for IOVA.
About to say that's Russian.
I'm gonna let that baby work. Oh wait, am I not recording? Oh no, I forgot to record today. Oh well, at least we got the stream. The stream's still going.
Yeah, I had that same issue.
Yeah, it's an exciting day, you know. Oh
Yeah,
man, there we go. All
to
right,
say the
but
least.
we got a little bit of a squeeze up here, but we have that resistance above us now. And so
I'm expecting this. It has to try to hit this resistance here and then flush down. It's looking a lot better since it went to 73 there.
right,
The real key is we want to see it just flip right back down underneath 73s.
right. Look at OTLK going crazy over there, man.
At least I can tell you that it's a good risk to reward measurement, regardless of whichever way it goes for us.
Yeah, for sure. And I've had a decent amount of green trades today, so like I'm all right. Um, it's just about having the patience to let it work and not letting any small time swings in these accounts really affect us. I think that's the biggest thing. Like if we can get past the small time swings and not let those bother us and just understand, like, look, we got 2 weeks, we got a ton of buying power. You know what I mean? Like, let's not stress the little things. Like, we're good. For me, it's not stressing any small time losses or gains. And I just got to use consistent risk reward calculation, try to get in good risk reward trades, and in the end of it should work out fine. I like this one though. It's got that beautiful resistance above it now and so we can just let it work. How's everybody else doing today, guys? What sizing are you in with IOVA?
Oh, I'm at a nice 4,000 shares.
Damn. I'm only in 1,000.
Oh, I'm not playing games, man.
Yeah, man. I think my first day, I'm gonna kind of take it a little slower, but then I'm gonna start hitting. I'm gonna start hammering it with 2, 3, 4,000 shares tomorrow. I think. Because for now, I just got to get my feet wet with the bigger sizing that I'm not necessarily used to, but.
My feet have been wet and are soaking.
Yeah, you're already up like $1,000, huh?
I mean, should be a grand, up 600.
600 is nothing to scoff at either, though, brother.
Yeah, I'm looking at 600 like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, man. Nah, just 600. Beating yourself up.
All right, guys, got to be careful with this squeeze here.
Yep.
Need to see a rejection here in 88s.
See if we get this rejection right around that previous high. That's what I'm looking for.
It's holding well. Gotta be careful here.
It's at 92s. See if we get that rejection back down. There's 91s, a little bit better. 90s. It would be beautiful if we got a flush, but like I said, we got to keep the risk pretty tight here, so trying to let it work. Hey, thanks, Ed. I appreciate it. Yeah, I actually have a lot of writing experience, believe it or not, and so, I've written a bunch of ebooks. I've written, a lot of different stuff, and so I used to, I still do. I outsource and I write a lot of ebooks myself and publish them, and so, yeah, I have a lot of writing experience. I don't The funny thing is, I don't necessarily like writing. It's ironic. I hate writing, but yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't necessarily like writing. It's not even that I dislike writing. I just dislike having a deadline to write and being forced to write. Like, if I can write on my own free time, I love it. But appreciate the support. Yeah, we're just getting a little bit of low volume swings in IOVA right now. We just got to be careful for a big squeeze up. The spread's like 8 cents, 7 cents. There's 94s.
You got to be careful here.
Yep. I mean, I don't mind letting it test that 17 whole dollar, but I got to be strict with that level. Hey, appreciate the sub. Welcome, Babyface Cop. Appreciate the sub, brother. Nice name. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Big squeeze up.
Gotta be careful there.
Just a low volume stock, man. That's the biggest problem with it. I write about trading on that site. Yeah, you can check out the article and post it. I just write about trading. All right, now I'm very, very close to exiting. Just a low volume squeeze is what we're getting here. So close to getting stopped out too, man. My hand's over the cover button. It's right at, it's 1 penny away from stopping me out. Just about. Maybe I might let it go to 1701, which probably it'll jump up quick to that level. It's just the spread makes it so difficult. That's the only thing. It's just the low volume. All right, I'm out. Kind of bummed out I didn't get an SQ. The SPY's really pushing up though, and maybe you see that? Are you out, Mitch? Or are you still in?
I'm trying to get out right here. I'm just pull back.
Honestly, that might have been the right move. It might get rejected there, and that's why that 17 level. It's just too low volume for me though. It's just not really. It's a little outside of my style. I'm liking AMD though here for a quick breakout. If I can jump in this quick breakout for AMD, if I can get it there fast enough. All right, I'm just trying to get a little quick scalp play for AMD here. We'll see if it works out. I like this high of the day break.
Yeah, that was a hit.
What'd you take?
A little part of me wants to give it a little yell.
Nah, that's all right, bro.
A little annoyed. Should be up 1,000 instead. Now only up $26.
I know, but don't dwell on it, man. It's first day. First day they're up. They might have some bugs and some little minor issues. First day.
I probably should have called it quits after ARRY.
Nah, first day, brother. My platform's acting kind of funny now too. Let's go. Alright, so we're trying to get this little scalp play on AMD here. I'm in with 2,000 shares. I added when it pulled back to the $0.50. And so we're going to see if we get a little bit of a scalp play going on here with this one. If it can really break that high is what I'm looking for and shooting for with this one. And then I'm in with 2,000 shares. we're up to 56 again. Let's see if we get that squeeze up. It's right around the high of the day, so we're going to see if we can break this high again. I like the resistance above it, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Very small loss, all things considered, for the first day of the competition as well. I think a lot of people are going to be going huge, and so a $200-300 loss today is small potatoes, I think. Yeah, if you want to see my articles, you can check out that article Ann posted. I appreciate the support. But yeah, like I said, I got a decent amount of writing experience. I don't necessarily like writing, though. So it's ironic. Kind of a make or break moment here for AMD. See if we get that squeeze up is what we're looking for. There's 57s. 58s. 59s. Let's see if we get that 60 break. 60. I'm going to sell half there. Let the last little 1,000 shares work. Yeah, like I said, this is just a quick scalping trade, high of the day break. I think whenever I trade high of the day breaks, they're almost solely scalping moves. I'm not trying to hold high of the day breaks because a lot of times they can reverse quick. And so I'm just going to let these last little 1,000 shares work. See if we can get a bigger move up. 61s. I don't mind getting out with another 500 shares too. 63s. Let me jump out there. All right, now I'm just holding 500. So I've scaled out of it. Took most of my loss on the day down. And yeah, we'll see what we get. Yeah, for sure, AZ. That's the greatest thing about it, man. There's no PDT rule. John, I found your article about surviving the first months of trading. You said it's very important to deal with emotions. How though? I'm gonna post an article for you, Oleg. I'm gonna post a class that we have. So we actually post free classes, so free day trading classes on YouTube. We got a lot of free content, and one of the classes is on how to protect your account when you first get started. And so here, let me find it. It's called "How Accounts Are Lost" is the name of the account, or the name of the article, and it's got a lot of good information for new traders. Honestly, like I said, the article's called "How Accounts Are Lost," and so go check it out. There's the link if you want to watch that one. But yeah, it's a really good class. We just talk about why people lose accounts in trading and like what happens for new traders. There's a very common tale in new trading. I'm gonna get out here for break even. So got out break even on the rest. Was able to scale out. I'll definitely take it. But yeah, it's there's a very specific way that new traders lose their first account. And you know, you might look at this, you might look at me and say, "Well, John, you're down $100 on the day. You know, you don't know what you're talking about." This is just a demo account for TradeNet. So this is the competition. So I'm just in the TradeNet competition, and I'm being much more active than I typically would. But on my live account, I have not lost in 12 trading days. No, I've lost, don't get me wrong, but I haven't ended the day red in 12 days, and I've streamed it all live and posted videos about it as well. And so I streamed it all live, showing my account balance every single day. And so and I've been through it, man. I've been through it. Like, I know how it is as a new trader. I've lost numerous accounts until I finally didn't. And so it's all about, you know, at a certain point, you have to understand what's causing it. And like I said, in that class I posted in that YouTube link, there's a very specific way that new traders end up losing their first account. It's a very specific way. And I can explain it now. Basically what happens is that new traders start trading. They rush to their live account before they're actually ready. and they start trading way too big of size than they actually should. You know, new traders should stick with 1 to 200 shares max. 1 to 200 shares max. And so when they jump into their account, their first live account, they end up taking probably 500 shares, I'm guessing. At least that's what I did. And they take a loss. And they have an inability, they're unable to accept that loss. They can't accept that loss. And so what do? They take another trade with twice the sizing as their first trade. And then they take a bigger loss. And then they can't possibly accept that loss because now the loss is bigger. So they take more sizing and they trade again until they lose again. And at a certain point, they tell themselves, well, my losses are so big already today. My losses are so big on the day that I'm just going to, quote, go for it. And if I lose my account, great. And then they a lot of times lose their account. And that's usually what happens. I call it the snowball effect. And it just adds up. They take one loss, double their sizing, take another loss until their account's gone. And like I said, it's really hard for new traders to be able to accept a losing day. Hell, it's even hard for me to be able to do it. You know, and I've been trading for years. And so it's just one of those things where you have to understand there's certain things, like in that class, I talked about what you can do to kind of change the subject. Like basically what I suggest is find something you really enjoy doing. If you have a losing day or a losing trade or a losing day, go do something you really enjoy. Go do something you really enjoy, whether it's exercising, working out, jogging, playing video games, watching a movie you really enjoy. Go do that, because that's going to take your mind off of that losing trade, and then you're not going to want to force anything else. You know, but if you go do something you don't enjoy, you're going to be mad and you're going to kind of gravitate back to the computer to try to make yourself feel better and maybe try to get into a winning trade. And so the best thing you can do as a new trader is to limit your trading. It's ironic. The best thing you can do as a new trader is to not trade that much. And it's conditioning. It's all about conditioning. You know, doing the same thing over and over and over again. And try to reinforce good habits is what it's all about.
Starter on the long side of ARRY, seeing it break out of this short pattern. Going to give it a chance to break out here. Looking to add here in the 90s. We'll look to take some profit at 27.10s and 27.20s.
Look at AMD squeezing up. Nice, John. Hey, good work, brother. Congrats, man. You're in that ARRY on the upside?
Yep. Also like this HIBB.
The SPY is kind of fading right now. SOLY popping up on my scanners. Oh, look at SOLY. Ran up again. Look at it. It's up to 11s now. Crazy. We got a parabolic mover now, guys. AMD squeezed up, so maybe I got stopped out of that last little bit too early, but I'm happy with the gain I made. Let me see. Yeah, I'm 2 for 2. Two wins, 2 losses today, which isn't bad. Not bad first day, but yeah, look at the SPY. SPY is up. Squeeze it up.
Everything just broke out. MU, AMAT.
Right, that's the goal, Tiny. Just preserve that account. And listen, with TradeNet, accounts are so cheap that the goal should be to just draw out that account. Just trade with it as much as possible. You know, you're still probably going to lose it, but they're so, like, accounts are so cheap on TradeNet that you can extend it and gain experience trading with the live account. Like, that's the important thing, is to gain experience trading.
Yes, I specifically talked about this yesterday in the video, our video on how much money you really need to start trading in capital. And at the end of the day, one of the key things is always have a purpose behind your account. If you have a purpose, regardless if you lose the account, you still fulfilled the purpose.
Right.
So have your purpose, know exactly how you want to trade, and look at it in that sense versus focusing on strictly results.
Right. And I'm looking at Cron and CGC here. If Cron can get up to 1590s, I'll take it with like a 1603 risk. So like a very tight risk for a VWAP fade. Same thing with CGC. Or TLRY, I'm sorry. TLRY, if it can get up to the VWAP at 4370s, I'll consider that as well. You said you're in a trade, Mitch?
Yeah.
Oh, here, let me throw you up.
I'm in ARRY.
All right, I'm going to run to the restroom, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, looking for a pullback in ARRY to add into. Looking good right now.
What happened? You lost it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's it's being weird for me today.
Yeah, it hasn't gone out on me. It might just be yours for some reason. Yours might be newer. It just might take a little bit of time.
TradeNet knows I'm winning.
I mean, they're not. That's not. It's not a
They cut
conspiracy.
my they cut my winning position in ARRY earlier.
Right, but it's not a conspiracy. They just. It's probably day one of the competition, and so they're having platform issues.
Too many people. Too many people trading.
Yeah.
Can't even get my chart to work.
They might have some kinks in it, but I'm sure it'll be better tomorrow. It's the first day. AMD squeezed up way over where I jumped out of it, and I'm glad I got out of it for a decent game. But man, squeezed up big there. Spy's up to the VWAP here. I almost want to. The Spy looks so good for a VWAP fade. I kind of want to short it. Short the actual Spy. I'm also looking at Cron and TLRY as well. We'll see if we can get that squeeze up there. Momo is just crossing and chopping under the VWAP, and we're getting to that point of the day. It's yeah, man, we're getting to that point of the day where it's gonna start getting a little bit choppier in this market.
Finally. All right, finally back up, guys. Currently up 205 on this trade.
They didn't cut you out of that one?
Telling you.
Are you still in it? Oh yeah, they didn't chop you out of that one. All right, with Cron, I'm gonna start scaling into this one. So with Cron, so I'm gonna jump in with like 300 shares, and if it continues to push up, I can continue to take advantage of it and slowly add to it up to the VWAP, and then set that 1603 level as my risk. That's kind of what I'm doing with Cron. And so only 300 shares at this point, and like I said, I could slowly scale into this one. Goal is low of the day at 68 or so.
All right, guys. In a second, I'm going to look to add some more in this position.
Thoughts on AMAT for a fade? That's Mitch's baby. Ooh, AMAT does look good. The only problem with AMAT is that, and I don't mind it. I think it looks good here. The only problem is that previous high right there at 39.38. So when it breaks that, it could be bullish. I do like this risk here at about 39.60 or so. Maybe the previous day's closing price at 39.50. So it looks good, and I'm probably actually going to take this one. I didn't notice this one for a fade. But yeah, that's the only problem I see with it is that, you know, it's got that level there. But I don't mind it with the tight risk of like 50. And I'll take it small too. My commissions are going to be a little higher on today's. It's right there. Let me find where this is at. So Cron. There's Cron. AMAT. Alright, so this top one's AMAT and the bottom one's Cron. Alright. But yeah, appreciate that shout out, Brad. I don't mind that one. Looks like a decent fade, and then we're getting a breakdown there, so appreciate that shout out. I like it. Good risk reward. Like I said, risk can be at 50 right here. For that $half level. Goal can be down to like 39.20s or so, so it looks good. Maybe should be taking a little bit bigger share size with it, but if it bounces back, I can add to it. I don't mind it. Yeah, there goes the SPY fading. I should have taken that SPY fade, man. It was there.
I'm thinking about IOVA again, but it's just because it's rejected twice up there.
All right, Cron is up to 85s. I can add a little bit more. There we go. 600 shares in Cron now. AMAT. Like I said, I can add to this one too if it bounces up with up to 43 is where I can add to this one at. To tell if a stock's tradable, AZ, you would just go to Trade Manager right here, and you would just search for it. So like I can search for AMAT, and it says is tradable. As long as it says a Y, you can trade it and short it. So regardless of what it says for short size, as long as it has a Y under is tradable, that means it's tradable and shortable. All right, I'm going to add another 300 to AMAT here as well. Look to slowly scale up to that one. Definitely a little bit too active today, and I think that's kind of when they set you loose with the 240K account. I think I'm definitely too active today, which is okay. Let me get it out my system. You know, traded a bunch of times. My commissions are probably going to be more than my actual losses today. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. That competition's today, Wolf, so I'm going crazy a little bit. All right, AMAT squeezing up. Like I said, I don't mind continuing to add to this one. Maybe get in with another 400 shares as it pushes up. Going to maintain that tight risk of about 10 cents. All right, just added another 400 shares. Same thing with Cron. Going to continue to add to this one as well. Get in there with another 400 for Cron. And with 1,000, liking it more and more. Probably have to give myself a daily max loss limit. I'm thinking it's probably $500 or so. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 1,000. Kenny, listen, man, if you do ever trade, just don't trade like we're doing today. Like, we're trading, it's very different this is very different than how we really trade on our live accounts. Just be, what's up?
My bad, Marley.
Oh, no, you're good. Because we're doing a competition today, so the goal is to make as much as possible in 2 weeks. And so we're being way more active than we typically would in like regular trading. You know, and so if you like I said, my live account, I'm on a 12-day green streak, and I'm very conservative for the most part with my live account, just because it's live account. This is just a demo account, so it's a little bit different, and I'm just trying to make as much as I can, as fast as I can. So if you do watch any, if you do take anything from this, just take the strategies we're using, not necessarily the how active we are, because I don't think being as active as we are today is going to be good for most people. All right, so we're getting a little bit of a squeeze down here for AMAT. See if we get that break here. This one could really work out. I'm in with 1,000 shares. Gonna give this one time to work. There's 35s. I do like AMAT more and more as time goes by, though, and I really don't mind adding back to it if it continues to push up there. Just maintaining that same risk, so my risk doesn't, you know, stays very set and not, it doesn't move that much. The demo is 240k Shreep, so really it's the same size as my other one, but like I have the pro account already, and so the demo is the same size, but there's obviously some differences and variance in how I trade this one versus my live account. Alright, so let's see if we can actually get that breakdown in AMAT. You know, I'm really looking for it to break under this level right here, this 34, 33 level right there. And you can see that level is some pretty big support. If I extend it to the left here, you can see that's a pretty significant level as well. So that's what I'm looking for it to break under. And I'm just looking for it to maintain under that level. Cron continues to push up. Like I said, I don't mind continuing to add to this one. We could have traded solely two-way. I didn't know it was tradable by the time I looked at it, man. So it kind of sucks. Like, I didn't know I could trade solely. So that's the only bummer for it. Yeah, there's 35s for AMAT. Like I said, it's had a lot of support at 35. We're just looking for it to break. Momo looks like a beautiful breakdown there too. Kind of bummed out about that one. Now, there's 33s, beautiful for AMAT. Just going to let this one work a little bit, see if we get that bigger breakdown here. I definitely like it much more now that we got this bigger breakdown. There's 31s. See how much it could break here. $30s. Go ahead and take a half off here. Gonna ride this last little 500 shares down and see if we can get this Cron to work out for me. I'm in 1,500 shares for Cron here. I was able to scale out just in case it does bounce right at this level here. You can see this support resistance right there. So gonna look for it to break down. Main goal was down to 39.10 or so.
Semiconductors get hit hard there.
Mitch, do you know what kind of stock AMAT is?
Semiconductor,
Ah,
same as AMD, MU.
all right, we're getting a little bit better of a move for Cron here. We'll see how deep it can go. Still holding 500 shares of AMAT. See if we can get that Cron to break down under that level. Main goal for Cron is I can take some off at 80 if it gets down there. And I'm just going to let the rest of this AMAT work. See if we get the breakdown all the way down to, like I said, 39.10 is really kind of what I'm shooting for AMAT. But we'll see. It just depends on what we get. But yeah, shout out to who alerted me? Brad on AMAT. Shout out to Brad for that alert on AMAT. I didn't even notice it before Brad said something, so appreciate that, brother. Gotta be careful. Cron's looking a little bit stronger here. We'll see. Very tight spread though, which I like. Alright, there we go. There's a little bit more of a breakdown for AMAT. Just gonna let that work. You win something, Mitch?
Yeah.
Look
Still
at
in
the SPY.
ARY, HIBB.
Look at the SPY. Look at that fade. I almost bought this. You guys heard me. I almost bought that fade on the SPY. Look at that thing, man. Ugh, look at that beautiful fade on the SPY. That thing faded perfect.
Beauty.
Yeah. Like I said, my risk in this Cron trade is right around 1602. So right around there. Still pretty early. Taking a little bit bigger for this trade, but ACB. Cannabis stock. ACB's cannabis, small range cannabis stock. Yeah, I mean, it's still a little choppy. We'll see what we get for it. We're getting a little bit of a squeeze up on AMAT, and I don't mind adding to my position, adding back to my position if it does pop up here. I like it for that short, and so I don't mind adding to it. Just depends on how strong it gets right here. Same thing with Cron, really. To be honest, I'm actually looking at this. This is squeezing up a little bit too much here. We'll see how it tests this high, but if it breaks this high, I just gotta jump out. I'm not gonna add to that one. I can check on my live account after this, AZ. Yeah. If you want to join our Discord, we got our public Discord channel. If you want to check that out, here's the link. You can check out our Discord. Our goal for this is, as always, to create a free day trading chat room. And so if you want to be a part of that and kind of join our public Discord here, I'll post this link. Like I said, we're kind of creating a free day trading chat room through Discord. So there's the link right there if anybody wants to check that out. I'm getting very close to exiting AMAT here. Yeah, I'm out of that one. That one's squeezing up way too much for me. So yeah, roughly break even for AMAT, which is how you should approach it. I took profits at the right spot to not be super concerned with it. Gonna add another 500 to Cron here. And with 2,000 shares. Like I said, my risk is right here, so I don't mind adding to it until it gets up to my risk. And like I said, I really don't recommend doing this on a live account. It's not kind of the right move for a live account, I don't think. It's just, look at this big upward move here. It's been climbing up for so long. I just think it's going to pull back some. Get that big upward move. It's just scaling into it big enough, and let's see what my risk is. My entry is 87, so yeah, about 5 cents away, so I'm still good. I also like Momo here too. Now that I'm out of AMAT. Alright, get a little bit better with Kron. Ah, look at AMAT fake me out right there, man. That's what you see, a fake out. Yeah, maybe I should have stuck to my original risk, but it's alright. Yeah, I'm in the TradeNet room. Most people are up 5 to 15,000 that are up, so maybe we got to take some bigger sizing here. But first day's first day. I'm not going to go super crazy. I'm liking Momo here too. I might jump in with a few hundred shares. There we go. I'm short Momo with 500 shares. Kron's looking much, much better now. I'm being way too active today. I know this is about myself, but whatever. Let's see if this fade works. There's 88s for Kron. Go a little bit better. So if we get that big breakdown to 80 or so, I'd take that. With Momo, I can scale up to it up to around 75 or so. Man, my commission for today is gonna be like 500 bucks. Going a little bit too crazy probably with commissions. It's fun though. It's nice to have an account and not be super concerned while you're in the trade. You know what I mean? Alright, there goes Momo breaking down for us.
Wish I would have been able to get my added fill in ARRY. That's still looking good at least. Just low share size with that one.
All right, I'm in with 2,500 shares of Cron. Don't mind, like I said, I don't mind adding to this one until it gets around my risk. I'm only down 200 on the day, so very small relative to the actual competition. There goes Momo, squeezing up, squeezing down some, looks good. If it squeezes up, I don't mind adding to that one too. After these two trades, though, I got to be finished. So regardless of what happens, I don't want to. I don't want to keep it going so long that the market gets too choppy for me. And so after these few trades, I got to finish. I'm gonna add 500 to Momo here. Full sizing is 1,000 now. Cron looking better. But yeah, now I see why I don't trade this much on my live account. There's 63s. Definitely a little bit better for Cron. Or no, for Momo. See if it can break down. I got 2,500 in Cron and then 1,000 in Momo. There we go. Momo's looking a little bit better. See if we can actually break down here, though. There's the 60s. See if we can really get a breakdown to like 50s. Is what I'm kind of looking for. For Momo, I want to see a break under. Oh, well, then you might need to restart your platform, AZ. It does that with me sometimes too when I have to restart my platform. And so that might be what's going down with you. So just be careful. For me, most stocks under $10 aren't tradable for me. So just be careful. All right, we got to squeeze up in Cron. And yeah, since I think most people are trading huge size, I think $1,000 daily loss is probably the most reasonable. All right, we're down 57s. Like I said, I want to see down to 2850s for Momo here. I could take half off here. Hold 500 shares left of Momo. Not bad. We're gonna let this last little 500 work. See if it can really break down. Here's the goal. Looking at Cron now. So my average in Cron is 87. Not bad. All right, so like I said, I'm holding 500 shares left in Momo. I like this triple top here, this double top for Cron. Definitely liking it more here. All right, there we go. There's 54s for Momo, 53s. Made about $100 on this last trade so far. 50s, beautiful. That's really the original level I was looking for with it. We'll see if we can break under the $50, and if not, I'll just try to get as much as I can from this last little bit. 60s, not bad. Let's see, take 250 shares off here too. There we go. Just loading the rest. Letting the rest work. Took another half off. There we go. Not bad. 47s. Beautiful breakdown. There's the $50 break. Like, this is really what I wanted from it. And there we go. Cron. I'm going to just get out of this last little bit of Momo there. There's that trade's done. And I can just manage one just so I can focus solely on Cron. Definitely liking it. I love the double top here on Cron. You can see the double top right here. And yeah, so I'm going to hope for this one to be my home run trade, and if not, I can just jump out of it. At this point, if it breaks really 95 or so, 96, I'll just jump out of it. But I don't mind adding back to it until it gets up to that level, though, so we'll see. It's still consolidating here, so I'll give it that time and just kind of be patient with it. So kind of a so-so day, really break even, all things considered, with the competition.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I use, go check out TradeNet. That's who the competition is from. And like I said, it's one of the ways we keep the stream free.
Just
today.
crashed. I think I'm not gonna. Let me see if I can get it open again. It keeps crashing on me.
Yeah, just reach out to them afterwards is what I would do. But no, today's the last day of the sale, guys. So you can get the intro account for $350. The sale ends today. And so it comes with 14,000 in buying power, no PDT rule, allows you to do a lot of cool stuff. A trading course, access to their trading chat room, just a lot of cool stuff that comes with it. Plus, it's a great way to help support the channel. So like if you're interested in using the same broker mission I use, go check out that link I just posted. Like I said, I don't think there's anywhere else in the trading world where you can actually short with no PDT rule for that small amount of money, for that low of an amount of an initial investment. And it makes a ton of sense. Check out the link I just posted if you want to learn more.
I think that's going to be it for me, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Later, brother. Tomorrow's a new day, man. Hopefully they get the platform straight, and I'm sure they will. It's just the first day kinks, I bet. So, nice work today, brother. You still did good, man. So, I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
See you tomorrow, guys. Take care.
There we go. All right, I'm just going to let this last little trade work. I've gotten back to pretty much neutral break even in my account so far, and I'm just going to let this last little trade work on Cron. We'll see if it can pull me into the green. Been kind of fighting all day. If it gets the breakdown I want, like really, if it just gets down to 80, I can be comfortably in the green today. That's what I'm looking for. Got to break down to 86. I'm just going to let this work too. Don't mind taking half off if it gets down to roughly like 83s, maybe 84s, just depends. So gonna see if we get that bigger breakdown here. All right, well, we're at 87. We're right at my break-even level for this trade. This is right about where I entered this trade, so we're going to see if we get a bigger breakdown here. Like I said, I don't mind taking some off if it gets down to like 80s, maybe 8. It depends. I'm going to have to play it by ear on where I want to take this last little bit off. I like this level. It put in a double top here, which is very good signal. But it's kind of battling here. I just want to see a breakdown at least to 1580. Like if it could break down to 1580, really realistically 82, I could probably take enough off to be safe with this one. So we'll see what we get. It's just kind of battling it right now. Regardless of any of it, it's not going to be a huge loss if it is a loss today. Maybe a few $100 if this one goes against me. So we'll see. SQ finally broke down underneath it as well. All right, there's 87s. See if we get that breakdown to there's 86. Definitely a little bit better. I want to see it drop a little bit more though. I want to see it get down to like 84s, 83s, and I'll be happy with this one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get off some there. Currently up $80 in this trade, and like I said, we're gonna see if we can get that breakdown to at least 80. I might take another 500 to 750 off, and then the ultimate goal is really down to like 77, 75, maybe down here. But the good news with that profit, I'm pretty comfortable in the rest of this trade. Like even if this thing goes against me, it's going to be a very small losing day relative to the account size. So down to 83s. There we go. Gonna take another 500 off there. Still holding 1,000 at this point. Don't mind slowly scaling out the rest here. Really like that breakdown. Here's 82s. $81s. Gonna take that last little 500 off, and then I still got 500 left. So no matter what happens, it's gonna be a green day. Yeah, so I can just let this last little bit work and give myself a stop out level up here and just be done for the day in the day green. Been a definitely a swinging day with all these trades today, guys. But yeah, green is good, and I'll take it. Definitely fought back from where I was initially in the trade. But yeah, I can really keep the rest of this break even if I want to. And with that, I might just set a stop loss and just kind of walk away. Try to let this one work as much as I can. Is what I'll probably end up doing. And so... yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Was able to fight back and finish the day green regardless of what happens here. I only got 500 shares left, so we'll see what we get. Like I said, the goal was to come down to 77s or so down here. I'll probably take the rest off if it gets down there. And how did everybody else do today? First day of the competition, a little swingy for me, but I pulled through and ended it green, although slightly. How did everybody else do today? You can see... all these positions, man. Look at all these trades today. Oof, crazy. Definitely a little swingy day, but I'll take it. Green is good. right? And so, yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. I think I'm probably going to hang it up. Really, I'll probably get out now. So, $100 day, exactly $100 on the day. Ready to just be done, finish the day green, and kind of wipe my hands of the day today. I definitely overtraded. I definitely want to get in with some bigger sizing, but ultimately my plan with Cron worked just to add to it. We got some really nice confirmation there at up at this level. What's up, Manny? What's up, brother? Long time no see, brother. What's up, man? But yeah, $100 day. I'll take it. I know it's small potatoes in the grand scheme of the competition, but it's definitely an improvement on being down a few hundred like I was. So I'll definitely take it. You guys go check out Trade Ideas. Join our public Discord if you haven't already. You know, we have a free day trading chat that we're building here. We almost have 400 people there, so join our public Discord. Like I said, today is the last day of the TradeNet competition. The last day of the TradeNet competition. And so you can see above where it says to get the intro account for only $350. Today is the last day of that competition. And so if you want to take advantage of that 30% off sale on intro accounts, and really I think it's 30% off for the rest of the packages as well, go check out TradeNet. There's the link above. It's the jump to click link. Like I said, you can get the intro account for $350 for the rest of today. And to put that into perspective, you get a funded account with 14,000 in buying power. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. And I don't think anywhere else in the trading world can you have such a small initial investment, be able to short stocks, be able to have such a decent amount of buying power, and have no PDT rule. I think it makes a ton of sense for new traders. I think new traders can really benefit. Instead of depositing thousands into a regular conventional broker and most likely losing that, you can go the TradeNet route, and if you lose your TradeNet account, you're only down, what, 300, 400 bucks, maybe 500. And so very small initial investment. It makes a lot of sense for new traders. And yeah, go check that out as well. Join our public Discord, and yeah, guys, join our... Go check out Trade Ideas as well. The scanners I'm using today are Trade Ideas scanners. And so go check out Trade Ideas. There's the link for that as well. All of these are great ways to help support our channel and show your support for what we're doing here. And so go check out Trade Ideas. Join our public Discord. And what's up, Manny? Hey, brother, join our Discord and we'll chat, man. Join the Discord link and we'll chat, Manny. Happy to see you back, brother. Happy to see you back, man. But yeah, $100 day. I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. Green is good. I fought back from some initial losses and ending the day green. So yeah, guys, good luck. We'll see you all. We'll see you all tomorrow. We'll see how we can do tomorrow. Definitely gonna use some bigger sizing tomorrow. Just had to get my feet wet a little bit. Just needed to get my feet wet a little bit. I'm not sure how Mitch did. I'll have to ask Mitch. But yeah, I made up $100 two-way. So I'll take it, brother. I'll take it, man. Fought back. Had some initial losses. My trade idea on Cron was spot on. Same thing with Momo. So my last two trades ended up working, and I'm hanging it up for the day. So, yeah, hit that subscribe button. Mitch and I day trade live on stream, and we're going to be day trading our competition trading for the next 2 weeks. And so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you appreciate this free content, click the like button. We day trade live on YouTube for free every weekday morning. So hit that subscribe button, guys. And yeah, good luck. We'll see you all a little bit later.